Good evening. We are opening Book 2, the Book of the Travel of the Worlds, in our daily evening recitations of Sri Aurobindo Savitri. Book 2, Canto 1, The World's Stare. Alone he moved watched by the infinity, around him and the unknowable above. All could be seen that shuns the mortal eye. All could be known the mind has never grasped. All could be done no mortal will can dare. A limitless movement filled a limitless peace. In a profound existence beyond earth's, parent or kin to our ideas and dreams, where space is a vast experiment of the soul, in an immaterial substance linked to ours, in a deep oneness of all things that are, the universe of the unknown arose, a self-creation without end or pause. Revel the grandeurs of the infinite, it flung into the hazards of its play, a million moods, a myriad energies, the worships that are fancies of its truth, and the formulas of the freedom of its force. It poured into the ever-stable flux, a Bacchic rapture and revel of ideas, a passion and motion of everlastingness. There rose unborn into the unchanging surge thoughts that abide in their deathless consequence, words that immortal last, though fallen mute, acts that brought out from silence its dumb sense, lines that convey the inexpressible. The eternal stillness saw in unmoved joy his universal power at work display, in plots of pain and dramas of delight, the wonder and beauty of her will to be. All, even pain, was a soul's pleasure here. Here all experience was a single plan, the thousandfold expression of the One. All came at once into his single view. Nothing escaped his vast intuitive sight. Nothing drew near. He could not feel as skin. He was one spirit with that immensity. Images in a supernal consciousness, embodying the unborn who never dies, the structured visions of the cosmic self, alive with the touch of being's eternity, looked at him like form-bound spiritual thoughts, figuring the movements of the ineffable, aspects of being dawned, world outline, forms that open moving doors on things divine, became familiar to his hourly sight, the symbols of the Spirit's reality, the living bodies of the bodiless, grew near to him his daily associates. The exhaustless seeings of the unsleeping mind, letterings of its contact with the invisible, surrounded him with countless pointing signs, the voices of 1,000 realms of life, mission to him her mighty messages, the heaven hints that invade our earthly lives, that dire imagination dreamed by hell, which if enacted and experienced here, our dull capacity soon would cease to feel, or our mortal frailty could not long endure, were set in their sublime proportions there. They lived out in their self-born atmosphere. They resumed their topless speech and native power, their fortifying stress upon the soul, bit deep into the ground of consciousness, the passion and purity of their extremes, the absoluteness of their single cry, and the sovereign sweetness of violent poetry of their beautiful or terrible delight. All thought can know, a wider sight perceive, and all that thought and sight can never know. All things occult and rare, remote and strange, were near to heart's contact, felt by spirit sense. All came at once into his single view. Nothing escaped his vast intuitive sight. Nothing drew near he could not feel as skin. He was one spirit with that immensity. All thought can know, a wider sight perceive, and all that thought and sight can never know. All things occult and rare, remote and strange, were near to heart's contact, felt by spirit sense. Thank you, friends.